Hello, my YouTube family. How are you guys doing? Oh my goodness, it's such an amazing thing to have you guys here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Okay, if you are new here, my name is Inni and you're watching Parenting with Inni, where I get to share my parenting experiences and journey, as well as give the platform to other amazing parents to share on their parenting experience as well. You are very much welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Okay, so in today's video we'll be talking about updates, after delivery. Yeah, so like if you've watched my previous video, the one I posted I think on Thursday, I talked about my labor and delivery story, and towards the end of that video I promised to do an update video. That is what I am basically going to be sharing with you guys today. Okay, so are you ready? That is what you'll be doing today, so let's dive straight into it. Okay, so before we get straight into today's video, let me just say this: if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please do me the honor by clicking on the subscribed button. Okay, remember to turn on the notification bell, and I'll be so excited to have you be part of this amazing family. Okay, all right, so straight in today I'm just gonna be giving you guys updates weeks later after I gave birth, like updates basically on how I have been doing. That is what we'll be talking about in today's video. I think I've said that several times. All right, so like guys, I'm just so excited. Like, I mean, it's such an exciting feeling. Like, it feels good. It feels good. It's not easy. Parenting is not easy, guys, but it feels good. That's basically what I would like to say. And so I am here to give you guys updates, and honestly, my heart is so excited to be doing this. So let's get into it. And the first question here is, how long was I in the hospital? Now, I was discharged basically the following day. Like, for example, I gave birth on Tuesday. The doctor discharged me actually on Wednesday. But honestly, guys, I did not want to go back to the house immediately. I wanted to still enjoy the hospital food a little bit before going home. I know. Don't judge me. Yes, so that's actually what I did. So I requested from the doctor to allow me go on Thursday. Because I wanted to still enjoy hospital food, like I don't know. I think I was like, going back home to start cooking, like, mm-mm. Let me eat a little bit more in the hospital before going. So that is how fast the whole thing was. The doctor wanted me to be discharged the following day. That was like on a Wednesday, but I requested to stay a little bit, at least for one more day. So I was discharged on Thursday. So that Thursday came, my hubby came and helped, with the billing aspect of it, and then pap, we were discharged. So like around 4 o'clock p.m. I was already in the house. Yeah, so that's how fast I was discharged. Next question is, how is the baby doing? The baby is doing fine. She is doing so well and so great. She's a good latcher, thank God. So she fits very well. By God's grace, she's on exclusive breastfeeding. That is something that I thank God for each day, and it's honestly by the grace of God. It's not easy at all. But anyway, she is doing well. She is growing so well, and we thank God. She was, but at first, the first few days, it was so scary to lift her, because oh my goodness, she was so tiny. Like I said in my previous video, she was born at 2.6 kgs, so she was very, very tiny. Like lifting her, bathing her, changing her diaper, I was always so scared, because I didn't want to break any bone or dislocate anything in the baby's body. Like a parent, there's nothing that feels so bad like you being the cause of your baby maybe being deformed, or not having broken legs or broken eyes or broken legs or something. You don't want that, as in like you can't forgive yourself if you caused your baby such an injury. So you want to be so careful. So like, oh my goodness, she was so tiny, so lifting her was so scary for me at first. But anyway, thank God she's added some more kgs, and so it's easy now to at least move around and lift her up and all that. So at some point I was like, oh my goodness, then I can just not imagine what parents with babies who are under 2.6 kgs would be feeling. Like, how do you even lift that baby? It can be really, really scary. But anyway, again, God's grace is always very much sufficient. So the baby is doing fine. She's a good feeder. The first week, she was very okay. When we got home, she was very, very calm and all that. Then now, the following week, colic set in. I know colic is another thing I'm going to do a video on, so definitely it's on my list of videos. I'm going to talk about colic and how to go about it. So my baby had colic for like 3 weeks, which was really, really, it was not funny at all, guys, because sleeping was also an issue. Like in the night, she would literally cry like for hours before sleeping, and you can imagine what that was doing even on me as the mother in terms of my sleep and me having enough rest. But thank God that went away after 3 weeks. So by the time she was 1 month old, the colic was already off, and now a sleeping pattern started making more sense. And up till now, she's sleeping pretty much well. She wakes up at least once or twice in the night, feeds, and then goes back to sleep. And that's she is also currently going through her vaccinations. I'm going to do a video on vaccination because I just want to point out different vaccines that babies will have to go through and for how long. So I'm going to do a video on that as well. It's also on my list of videos. But my baby is currently also going through her vaccinations. So my first child actually was able to adjust, apparently, by the way, so easily, to the fact that she has another sibling. Like, she has a sibling now. She actually feels like she likes the idea of having a sibling. They play together, and yeah, they actually, I see them trying to talk to each other and just, smiling at each other and laughing with each other, and that really makes me feel so good. Okay, and then now I try to involve her in the process. Like, I can send her to help me get the baby's diaper, get me the baby's something, like, just help me around and just suit your baby as suits your sister. She's crying, let me do a few things. So she's helping out in her own little way, and that also makes her get involved in the entire process. It also makes her to get more gelled up to her sister, and I think that is one thing that I like about it. However, she is still missing the fact that she used to have full attention to herself. I don't know if this is normal with every baby, but honestly, I see it in her. She tries to be like, she's trying to complain that you guys are not giving me the attention you used to give me before. But again, unfortunately, we just can't, because this other baby needs attention, and we still give her attention, but not as much as we used to before, which again, we try to be intentional about, just ensuring that she's not left out, but she's still given attention as much as we can. Okay, so we try to be very intentional. When I say we, I mean myself and their father. Yeah, so that's where she is at. But adjusting, she's adjusted so well. She's just struggling with the fact that she's not getting the full attention that she used to get, which we are trying to work towards ensuring that she doesn't feel left out, but she still feels like she's being given attention, in as much as it's not as full as it was when she was just the only child. But she's really adjusting so well. How am I doing? Oh my goodness, how am I doing? I am doing fine. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but anyway, let me just say it again. The healing process this time around was so fast compared to my first pregnancy. I don't know, for some reasons I feel like I healed faster this time around than last time. So that has been a plus for me. I healed by 6 weeks. I was fully okay. I was so good. Like, by 6 weeks I was honestly very okay. Sleeping, like I said, my baby nowadays sleeps at least almost the whole night. She wakes up once or twice, which again gives me enough time to also be able to sleep. So I tend to rest enough, at least I would say enough, in the night, except for 1 or 2 nights that she just wakes up more often. But sleeping, I think I'm having enough sleep compared to last time. I'm honestly having enough sleep. Like, I'm having enough sleep. Comes to my tummy area, apparently I have actually just gotten back to my body at some point back. Of course, not fully though, but yeah, at least to some extent I'm there for some extent, like you can see. Well, and I thank God for that as well. I would like to know, okay, I know there's a lot of questions that comes that people do ask me. What do I do to get myself back, to this body size after giving birth. I'm going to do a video on that. It is actually on my list of videos. I am definitely going to do a video on that, to share with you guys how I go about this particular look after giving birth. I'm going to do a video to let you know on that. But basically, Ini is fine. Ini, I healed so faster, so I was able to go about my business immediately. So after healing, that's after 6 weeks. So I had my first checkup after 2 weeks of delivery, and then now the next one 6 weeks, and the doctor gave me the go ahead to that I'm good, I'm fine. Easy balancing 2 babies, and a family, and work as well. Guys, it's not been easy, especially if you do not have a house help or a nanny. It becomes even more crazy. But the good thing that keeps me going is the fact that God's grace is sufficient. Every day God's grace is just sufficient, and we are doing it. And another beautiful aspect of it is that the baby is growing every day. Like every day she's not the way she was before, like she's growing. So that also again just motivates me that this is just a season. It will get to a point where they will all grow and be so independent, and again God will definitely take the glory. So guys, that is basically how I am doing. I am still drinking a lot of water. Like I told you guys, I am doing exclusive breastfeeding on the baby, so I'm drinking quite a lot of water. The days I do not, I feel so dizzy, so which is not good. So I try to drink a lot of water. I try to eat healthy food and also rest well. Yeah, I'm still taking my supplements as well. Yeah, I'm still taking my supplements so that to boost also on my iron, my calcium and all that, to help me as well. So I'm still doing that. I take the baby also for the sun because it helps to also give the baby vitamin D. So I take her as many times as possible to the sun. I wouldn't tell you it every day because at times I skip, but I try to do it as much as possible. So I take her for the sun. I take her for her vaccinations. So those are some of the things that now those are some of the updates, concerning now having a new baby. When she naps during the day, I try to also have some nap as well, because if I don't, I always feel so tired by the time evening has come. It's always so tiring. So I try as much as possible to nap when she's napping. At times it's not like I go to sleep. I don't have to sleep. I just rest. Okay, I just rest. And then of course now when she's also sleeping is also a time where I get to also spend some time with my first child, so that she also doesn't feel out of place. So I spend time with her. Everyone, even my husband, is also adjusting, and I think pretty much right now he's also getting the flow. At first he was kind of struggling on how he's gonna balance the 2 babies and make sure they have attention, but he's honestly adjusting to the best of his ability. He tries to give more attention as well to our first baby, since I am giving more attention to the second one, so that the first one doesn't feel out of place. Okay, so he tries to give more attention to the first one, play with her, bond with her, and spend good time with her. Now when it comes to the second one, since she's still very tiny, he still tries to create time for her. Like when he comes back from work in the evening, while I'm quickly fixing supper, he just plays around with her and just play with her and keep her busy. Once in a while he also bets the baby, so again that is also some ways he gets to bond with her. Once in a while again he takes the baby to the sun, like for sun time outside, so again that's also another way he gets to bond with her as well. But mostly he tries to create more time for the first baby, so the baby doesn't feel out of place while I'm spending more time with the second one. So that is basically how we are going about it. I've also noticed he's a bit relaxed this time around than last time. When I say relaxed, I mean he's not so curious, like before. He's more calm, he's more relaxed. Like when the baby cries, he's like, it sounds like he's seen this before, like there's nothing wrong with her, she's just crying like a baby, something like that. So he's a little bit more calm, more relaxed in this second time compared to the first time. So but pretty much he's adjusting well. We are all work in progress. We are all trying to adjust and balance parenting the 2 children that God has given to us. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching the series. Thank you for the beautiful comments. Thank you for always liking the video. Thank you for even watching in the first place. place. Like, thank you even for the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys all. So let's keep doing this. More videos of definitely will be coming your way, so keep it locked here in this channel. Subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on the notification bell, and keep coming to watch more videos. Okay.